You may have heard of me. I'd like to tell you a little story. When I was a freshman in high school, I went to see the spring musical that the high school was putting on that year. The musical was Godspell. And one of the members of the cast was a very attractive sophomore girl. The show was a blast, and I thought it would be kind of fun to be involved in theater. Backstage, of course, because I'm a behind-the-scenes kind of guy. Flash forward to my junior year when I was the stage manager and set builder. The fall play was The Three Musketeers. The show had a huge cast, and the director was running out of students to try out for the play. And he asked me to read a few lines with some of the kids that were trying out. And much to my chagrin, he cast me as the Duke of Buckingham opposite Queen Anne of France. Now that worked out pretty good for me because Queen Anne was being played by a former member of Godspell. During rehearsal, Renee and I were working on a scene, and every time I would turn around to face her and deliver her line, we'd crack up. We couldn't help it. Finally, the director had had enough, kicked us out of rehearsal. Said, "You can come back when you've learned your lines." So until we could get to learn our lines without laughing, we spent a little time out in the theater hallway. We had our first kiss in that theater hallway. Maybe our second, too. We grew up, we went to college, got married. We had a baby, a beautiful, healthy boy, Aaron. And we loved being Aaron's parents and soon decided that we should have another baby. Our youngest son, Ethan, was born when Aaron was 3 years old. And he was born with special needs, and he changed all of our lives forever. In the midst of adjusting to our new reality, we decided that Renee was going to need a break from being Ethan's primary day-to-day caregiver. Renee's sister, Marcia, who's out there somewhere, I'm sure, got her to check out the local chorus near our house. That chorus turned out to be the Melodiers. We can never thank Marcia enough for that. Also, Judy's mom, or Renee's mom, Judy, was instrumental in making sure Renee went back for a second visit, and then some. In 2010, I was in Seattle at Contest having a discussion with Bob Graham, Peggy's husband, and Gary Huber, Diane's husband. I was about to ask for advice on being the first husband to the president of this amazing organization. When Bob stopped me as if he knew what he was going to ask, he looked at Gary, then back at me, and said, "This is what Gary said to me when I was in your shoes." I waited in anticipation for some sage advice, and Bob continued, "You're on your own." Well, as hilarious as that might sound, I have not been on my own for almost 35 years. Renee and I have been a team for a long time now. I've watched her from her early days in the Melodiers, where for a short period of time, if I looked closely, I could see her in the back row. As we all know, she could not be contained and soon wanted to be a part of everything Melodiers and Sweet Adelines had to offer. I've seen her creativity blossom and her love of the chorus and this organization grow and grow. Every committee, every panel, every contest has been an adventure for Renee and for me. I've watched in awe as she's grown from just a member of a chorus to a quartetter, choreographer, associate director, coach, committee member, board member, judge, category specialist, and of course, always the best one in her row. I just wish we could get her involved in something she's good at. It's been tough at times. Renee has been on the road a lot. I miss her something terrible when she's gone. But when she comes home, the joy in her eyes as she tells me about her latest trip makes it all worthwhile. In Renee's high school yearbook, I wrote, "I won't wish you luck because you've got talent. And all you need now is opportunity. So when it knocks, I hope I'll be around to hold open that door." Aww. If you know Renee, you know I've had many opportunities to hold open many doors, and I couldn't be more proud of her. Please help me welcome to the stage my best friend, my lovely wife, the president of Sweet Adelines International, Renee Porzel.
Thank you. As you can see, my life has been an amazing journey because I've spent it loving that man. So he thanked all the other people that helped me be here, but he is really the true reason I am here. And I can't thank him enough for always believing in me and knowing that singing is who I am. Every woman should have a Bob in their life, just not mine. I do want to just take a minute to start by saying hello to some very special people who are watching on the webcast. Ethan, Aaron, Kim, Dad, hi Dad, the Martins, and all the Smiths, especially Judy. I love you and wish you were here. This week, I'm so fortunate to be sharing the stage with my sister, Marcia. And a highlight for both of us is that our mom is here this week with us as well. We wish our other sister, Audrey, lived in Chicago so she could sing with us too. Maybe someday. Our childhood was filled with music, thanks to our mom, and we're forever grateful. I love you, Mom. And also a huge hello to my fabulous, wonderful chorus, the Melodiers. And to all of you lovely people here in the Pepsi Center, welcome to the final session of this year's International Quartet Competition. The Wednesday semifinals were filled with amazing display of artistry, talent, determination, and beautiful music. Every quartet that took the stage deserves our admiration and respect, as they are all champions. Thank you to each quartet that entertained us and shared your passion for singing with the world. Today, we will witness more incredible feats of daring and dazzling singing, and I know that you're as ready to hear them as I am. So let's get started. First, I'm honored to introduce to you a woman who has been dedicated to creating and supporting our organizational charity, the Young Singers Foundation. Since 1992, the foundation has awarded over $800,000 in scholarships, and her work with the foundation has been one of the highlights of Julie's membership in Sweet Adelines. Please help me welcome one of our past international presidents, the founder of Young Singers Foundation, and my friend, Julie Kendrick.